Today, we spend a long day finding tons of gold on my favorite creek, discovering the biggest flowerstone I've ever seen, and also uncovering something different.
Did I just find a
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited today. I got up extra early to have a really long day for two reasons. One, the weather is perfect. Not a single UFO in the sky. And also an earlier start means a longer day, which hopefully means more gold. And two, this is the last sniping video I'll be able to do for a while because I'm leaving the country in a couple days to shoot some other videos, which should be really weird, but also really fun. So I'm gonna work extra hard today to find extra lots of gold today. Hopefully that wish will come true. I believe we enter here. I haven't been here in a while, but the last time I was here, I did really well, so hopefully we'll do even best today. It only takes about 10 minutes to get there, so not very far. It's just steep. Okay, we made it down to the ravine. So the plan of attack is I'm gonna start way downstream where it's a bit more darker, because if I start upstream, I'm gonna cloud the whole area out. So I'm gonna start downstream and then work my way up. Let's get in.
I just found a nice asteroid looking nugget right here.
I really like it when you find gold right away after getting in the water, especially when it's actually a decent sized piece. Now, there's a decent looking crack here in the bedrock too, so it's definitely worth checking out for more gold.
Right there. Sweet. That was quick.
Now, my job is to break up the bedrock around the piece of gold so I can pop it out without hitting the piece of gold. As you can see, this crack continues, and in about a foot, I'm gonna have to move a pile of overburden if I want to keep looking here. And I do, so I put my leg arms to work. Now, kicking overburden out of the way using neoprene boots does not make your boots last any longer. I recommend if you can handle the cold or the water is warm enough, just wear any hiking boot combined with some thick garden gloves and you should be unstoppable.
Just like that, not even paying attention, another one just popped out.
So I know this particular area hasn't been worked before, so you're more likely to find random pieces of gold just sitting on the bedrock like this. And I noticed there's a little thin crack under here, so we're gonna bang it open to see if there's anything else hiding. I would be lying if I said the gold was easy to find. The idea is easy, but learning how to read a river, know which spots to avoid, and how to manipulate the water and gravel to conserve energy and save the most time takes years. Not to mention the research and physical shape you have to be in to put in the long days. But no matter how good you are, we all still have to get used to moving tons of overburden to expose the bedrock, especially if you want to increase your chances of finding a crack that's never been worked before.
shouldn't have turned the camera off. 2 more. Oh, it's gonna rain soon.
Two in one. Something I like to say is there are more good-looking crevices than there is gold, which just means because a crevice has little gold or no gold in it does not mean it's been worked before. It just means gold never fell or at least got stuck in that crevice. I for sure know this crevice has not been worked before, but it's also in an ideal spot, so I'm not too surprised to be finding gold here. Let's just hope for a huge nugget.
Oh yeah, biggest nugget of the day.
And that's how it happens. You turn off the camera and you find gold. I find it funny how we look when we're sniping. When you're underwater, you're busy, you're moving things, and you got a plan, but if someone were just to walk on by and see you, they'd be like, what the heck is he doing? I continued chasing this crack for a bit until I realized it was just going way too deep and I don't have an excavator to move all the overburden. So while I was kicking some of the overburden out of the way, I discovered something interesting.
Did I just find a gun? It looks like one, but it's probably not. Huh.
I decided it was a good time to have some food and have a break. I also swapped snuffer bottles to keep the gold we found so far safe. I also noticed the weather started to get sunny again. Welcome to Vancouver Island.
Just found another little nugget.
I quickly moved more overburden out of the way to see if the crack continued, and it didn't, so I moved on.
This is probably the biggest flowerstone I've ever seen.
I love finding flowerstone. I often find little bits on the beach, but nothing this big.
So I'm continuing to work the hard packed material, and a really nice piece just popped up.
No. Oh, hello.
It gets foggy so fast.
Oh, right there. No.
I'm supposed to be narrating this, but I'm actually enjoying watching this. I should subscribe.
Oh, it's there. Oh. Oh.
good sign. 4 more pieces right there. Well, 5 really. Fogging up way too quick right now. I can taste my beard.
Sometimes I like to just leave the camera rolling to kill the battery.
Another little piece of gold just tumbled in front of me.
Yep. I started to get a little chilly now, so I stuck to the shallower area and just moved rock out of the way so I can expose some fresh bedrock. And I'm glad I stuck to that plan.
I'm starting to see some gold. Just seen another piece of gold.
Just as I was trying to film this piece, a bigger piece just came out and surprised me. I love it when that happens.
Oh, yes. Look at that. That's awesome.
Okay, now I really want to get to the bottom of this hole. I always think the nuggets are going to be too big to go up the straw. Then when they go up the straw, I realize they just look bigger underwater. I'm really hoping there's going to be a big nugget down here. I haven't found anything over 1 gram along this creek yet, but hopefully today, hopefully right now. Also, my battery is dying, so I'm going to try only filming when I see gold.
Instead, I didn't save the battery, and because of that, my camera died. Okay, I am done. Wow, I look like Yukon Cornelius. I'm gonna have to shave that for sure. So, good news and bad news. The bad news is my GoPro died while I was working down to the bottom of that crevice, which sucks a lot. I rely on the camera for it to work, all the time. Yeah, battery died, which really sucks. The good news, I got to the bottom of that crevice and we found a load of gold. There's nothing too big. There was some lead in there, but I saw one piece of gold, found it away, started working it a bit more, a lot more pieces of gold, and that crack actually continues. But unfortunately, it goes towards the center of the river where there's big boulders, and I'm not gonna work that today. So I dumped out the snuffer bottle, and let's take a look at a lot of gold. You can already see it. Oh, yeah. Wow, let me get in the shade. Yes, there is candy in there. I'm gonna move that bullet out of the way so you can just see more. This is hard to do with one hand. But there you have it. I don't know exactly which pieces of gold came out of that crevice. There were some bigger ones in there. Some lead. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So this is legitimately a pile of gold. Look at that. Yeah, baby. So I'm gonna suck all that up with the snuffer bottle, get, I just realized I'm sitting in a spot where I peed earlier today. I'm gonna suck up the gold with the snuffer bottle, we're gonna pack up, hike back to the car, drive home, and we'll weigh it. Looks like Hungry Hungry Hippo. Except with gold. Yeah. So here's the candy we found. We have a lot of nice pieces in here. Every piece in here I would consider a big or small picker. And that's the thing with sniping. When you're fanning away, you're normally fanning away the micro poop pieces of gold, so only the bigger ones are left behind. Here's our biggest piece, which I don't think will be over 1 gram today. I was really hoping to find something really big, but this is all gonna add up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Here's a tiny piece of gold, but it has a lot of sharp detail to it, which means it just fell out of the vein not too far from where I found it. Some honorable mentions is this bullet, which was clearly fired, and it probably hit something soft like grass. This pyrite cube, it's probably the biggest pyrite cube I've ever found in the river, and our mysterious it's not actually a gun. It totally looked like a gun when I found it, but I think this is just a corroded chunk of wire and rust. I should pan it out and see what's in it though. Okay, let's weigh this. Okay, I have all the gold right here. Before we weigh all that, I just want to weigh our biggest bit to see if my theory is correct in that this piece is less than a gram. 0.79, so yep, none of these pieces are over a gram. So let's weigh everything. My guess is, I don't know, between 6.5 grams. 11.66 grams, so that is a lot more than I thought. I believe that's gonna be around 1,300 US, but because there's a premium on these nuggets, like all nuggets, that's gonna range anywhere between $1,300 and $1,500, which translates to about 17 to 18, 1900 Canadian. That's a lot of breakfast.